Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart. When you meet someone and begin to exchange information, the who, the what, the where, the when, there is one question commonly asked which we normally only answer halfway. So, what's the question? It's this: what do you do? Now, have you noticed that when we come to answer that question, it most always is answered by stating our occupation or our job status. Oh, I'm an accountant, a barber, a banker, a sales clerk, a stay-at-home mom. All correct answers, but only half of the answer. You see, what we do in our lives goes way beyond our occupation. It has more to do with our example, our influence, what we impart to others, all day, every day. Because no matter how you spend your day, you are always making your impression on others. Take a moment and think of the people in your lifetime that you remember most. Why does that person come to your mind? It's this: their influence made an impression on you that stuck. And whether you like it or not, what they did played a part in making you who you are today. Even if their influence and the impression they made was bad or negative, chances are you took that negative impression and decided to do or be the opposite. Now, my point is this with story to follow. We are all both sides of a mold or a model. On the one side, it's soft like clay, so we are impressed by the influence made by others. This is a big part of who we become as a person. But the other side of this model, this mold, is an impression maker. And every day, every moment of your life, you are making your impression on someone else. You are playing your own part and making them who they are. When I was a boy growing up in Texas, I played a lot of baseball. I had plenty of coaches, and I learned a lot about playing baseball. But the one lesson I remember most was about much more than just baseball. When I was 11, my team was playing for the league championship. And when it came to the final game, the final inning, the game was tied. And the coach put me in to pitch. And with 2 outs and the other team's fastest man on third base, our catcher missed an easy play at home plate, and we lost the game. I was so mad and disgusted with his error that I threw down my hat and stomped off the field. Well, later, in the parking lot, as I walked dejected to my car, my coach, Mr. Moody, called me over. I expected him to try and console my bruised spirit, but instead he said, "Jerry, I was disappointed in you tonight." I thought he was talking about my pitching, but he wasn't. He said, "The way you acted on the mound when the error was made, throwing down your hat, that was not the way a boy or a man or anyone should ever act." And that's when he told me something I've never forgotten. He said, "Your life will go on from here. Someday you'll grow up and be a man. And how you do in your life, your example, will be measured not by how hard you can throw a ball or run a base. Your life will be measured by how you conduct yourself, your character." Well, after that night, I watched Mr. Moody and just how he conducted himself. He coached us hard. He loved to win. But above all, he never forgot who he was as a man, and his character always shined. He was a great model. What we need today in America is men and women who, not by their words, but by their actions, are role models for us and our nation, measured not by their accomplishments, but by their character. Now, let me ask you, what do you do? I'm Jerry Stewart saying, God bless you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving season. See you next time. Bye-bye.